Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me this wonderful opportunity. Because yesterday just dropped a message. That time, and when I dropped the message, that time you are not free. When you dropped the message, that time I was not free. I was under call. That's a coincidence. So sorry for that in interconvenience. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, sometimes we have to face this situation. You know that every person has a different time. So that time you were free, so
Yeah,
I was busy, and I was free, so you were busy. So no problem. We can forget that things.
yeah.
So how is going on your day so far?
Ma'am, my day is going well. Is pretty well, ma'am. I have no obstruction. My day, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. But we can say that right now we are in a UP, ma'am. Right now I'm in Kanpur city. Okay, let me introduce myself because as we are meeting first time, it's like a compulsion. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Ashish Rajput. I am from UP. Currently, I'm talking to Kanpur district where I am being. And if we talk about my education qualification, I have completed my BTech degree with a computer science. I was working one of the software company. I was working there as a junior developer, but due to some circumstances, yeah, due to some health issue, I had to quit my job. So these days, I'm looking for the job in my core field. You can say that right now I'm a job seeker right now. And if you talk about my area of interest, ma'am, I'm very fond of the listening old songs. I'm very fond of interact new people like you to explore myself. That's my hobby, and that's all from my side, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's a nice introduction. Okay, so tell
Yeah.
me about myself. So, as you know, my name is Priyanka. I am a teacher, but I teach in Hindi medium school. If I talk about my qualifications, so I have completed my post graduation as well as PhD. Nowadays, I am preparing for assistant professor. Simultaneously, I am learning English. That's why I'm running my YouTube channel because I want to enhance my communication skills. You know that English is a very important for everyone nowadays. Every person
Yeah.
wants to learn this language. About my hobbies, so my hobbies are teaching, cooking, making videos. Whenever I get time, so I try to talk with a stranger person. I want to learn something new. So, and I live in Greater Noida. That's all about myself.
Okay. First of all, ma'am, I hands up your job because being housewife, you also doing a because
Thank
right
you.
now you're doing lots of things. You manage the house also. You take care about like your family members. You take care about son also, and also continue a study. So that's why I hands up your job, ma'am. Because right now people are so they give so many excuses because don't have time. How can I learn this language? How can I get new learn things? Because you are just give the example, you just prove that if a person have a good burning desire, a person are having hunger up towards anything, he or she can achieve in any circumstances. That's why you prove that. So I really hands up your work, ma'am. And thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, your kind words. And you know that every woman have to do manage because without time management, we can't do anything. Right now, I'm a learner. I'm learning this. I'm a teacher, but I don't teach English as a language. So you know that we have to manage everything. So I will not say that only I do myself. Every woman, every person, they do their work according to them. And so you were saying that you had been doing job, but you quit. So
Hmm.
where were you doing job, and when did you quit?
Ma'am, I was working one of the software company. I was working in my native location in my Kanpur city. I was working in a Neltec software solution. I was working there as a front-end developer. Due to some circumstances, I was working there in night section. If your night shift, you are awake up whole night as a night owl, there's a definitely you will
It
face
will
lots of problems. Like like you have stomach problem, you have depression problem, headache problem, like that they are suffering lots of diseases. So that's why that's why also same that I'm also facing this kind of problem. And that time also like 1 month I was admitted one hospital. 1 month I'm admitted there because due to some like a health issue problem. And one thing, ma'am, that times I have lots of gas problem. The gas also impact my chest pain. I'll also impact my headache, ma'am. So that's why my doctor prescribe me, if you want to grow, if you want to live in upcoming days, you will left the job. This is not a cup of tea. You will find out this kind of job. They provide a day shift, ma'am. So that's the reason I had to quit my job. So these days I'm looking for the job which company provide me day shift, man. I don't have guts to do job in night shift, man. Because if you are unable to maintain your sleeping hours, let us suppose I'm doing example, every person like said that if you are complete your sleeping hour like 7 to 8 hours, you are physically fit. You don't have any kind of problem because all all diseases arises because the person unable to complete your sleeping hour because they utilize the time by watching some reels, by watching some anything, ma'am. They are spend lots of time on mobile screen as well as laptop screen, ma'am. So that's this kind of circumstances that I was facing. But right now everything's well, ma'am. My health is now good, ma'am, and that's my point, ma'am.
Okay, so you could talk with your manager if you had been facing that problem. So you didn't talk with your manager. You could not do job in night shift. You want to do job in a day shift.
Because, ma'am, I was admitted in hospital. That's why I couldn't inform my boss, ma'am. That's why they will fire me without information. Too. That's why I have no option that time, ma'am. So that otherwise, if I have an option, I will definitely connect them my manager to request them, please again provide me day shift job. So, but I couldn't, ma'am. Due to that time circumstances, I couldn't inform my manager. So that time this problem.
Okay. And nowadays you have a knowledge experience, so definitely you can get job in a good company. So have you
Yeah, ma'am.
started giving interview any company?
Yeah, ma'am. Now they started to give the interview in company to company, according to my experience, according to my knowledge, ma'am. But right now, if you are go for the interview, that's why after some days, yes, after 115 days, yeah, after 25 days, they give the response, ma'am. So I'm waiting for the company's complete response, ma'am. When company provide me like a opportunity to get a job, so I will definitely go there. I will migrate myself in a company and then I will develop my like a skill because if you are doing job any maintenance company, you can develop your skill, you can develop your confidence, ma'am, because you took
Right.
environment there, ma'am. Because infrastructure and environment is good, ma'am, in company, ma'am, because you meet different kind of personality people, ma'am. So that's why you can easily communicate them to express your knowledge whenever you face any kind of problem. You can take a suggestion from a senior citizen person, your colleague also, ma'am. So that's why most of the time prefer to job in work from office, not prefer to work from home, ma'am. Because in office, ma'am, you can meet different varieties of people, ma'am. Some people are come from the outs of India. Some people are come from out of city, ma'am. So that's a region, ma'am. Mostly I prefer to work from office, ma'am.
Okay. So how long have you been learning English and how long have you been here in this platform?
Ma'am, to be honest, ma'am, only 15 days ago, I have got a chance to member of this group, ma'am, because I had no idea. Because earlier I was earlier I had been watching lots of video on YouTube platform, ma'am, because there are so many YouTubers upload your video on your own YouTube channel. That's why I have no idea. I only idea because in a WhatsApp group you can create the group, ma'am. I had no idea in a Skype group you can create the same group, ma'am. You can talk to any person, you can connect any person across the country people. By connecting, you can enhance your communication as well. You enhance your personality, ma'am, by connecting someone through the video call. When I'm talking about the any person to speak by using audio call, he or she speak very well. But if a person you are saying, please come on the video call, and then you talk, that times people are feel hesitate and very shy. They unable to express a thought in front of the anyone. They are saying that times I'm unable to maintain my hand gesture. I'm unable to maintain my eye contact to my opposite speaker, and they are saying I'm unable to maintain my personality, ma'am. So that's why this is I'm focusing to connect every people through the video call because I can develop myself. I maintain all these type thing, ma'am, through the video calling. So that's my motto, ma'am. I am connecting lots of people by using Skype events.
Okay, that's good. So how did you improve your language? And when you were doing job in your previous office, so that time you were talking with your colleague in English language?
Oh no, I didn't get a environment because that times I have no guts to speak a single word English, man. Because even I didn't get around my company. Even my boss are already always speaking English, ma'am. But my colleagues are totally speaking Hindi language, ma'am. They only speak regional language. That's why. Because I have done my schooling. I have done my schooling as well as I have completed my BTech degree, my regional language, ma'am. That's why even I'm talking about my college, ma'am. My professors are teach me any concept. They teach me any kind of subject, man, by using only vernacular language, man. Don't describe any point. Don't describe any concept by using English language, man. Because they are saying only they are saying I can teach the subject. I can teach any subject. I can teach any subject as by using vernacular language. I had no idea how to explain any problem, how to explain any kind of knowledge by using English language, ma'am. That's why I didn't get a opportunity, I didn't get environment there. So that's why these days I'm facing lots of problem. That time, no, I'm facing lots of problem. When I go for any other company, that's why most of interview ask, they only ask one first question: do you have good communication skills? If you have good communication is, then I will further and other round one. Otherwise, no, other they left you are left in this interview. This job is not cup of your tea, ma'am. This job is not cup of your tea. So that's why. So that they decided I will improve my communication. Then I will go for the interview for any company, ma'am. So I'm not considered I'm very good speaker. I'm just learner here. I can improve my communication anyhow, ma'am.
Yeah, definitely. If you do work and right now your English is quite good, so definitely within a few months you started speaking very well. So when did you get your first job? So that time, which language did you give interview?
Ma'am, to be honest, ma'am, I'll get a opportunity. I get a job in 2023, ma'am. 2023. That times I get a job, ma'am. Because I have completed my BTech from state government college, ma'am. Because my college is especially for the agriculture background. They are not provide any kind of like a technical facility, like for especially for the computer science related student, for mechanical related student, because my college, you can say my university, ma'am, only famous for the agriculture student. That's why they realizes. I know before the taking a session, I have idea this university very good. This university good, they are quite a good placement. When I get admission, after taking admission, then I realizes that like in this college, in this university, company don't come to get placement, ma'am. So that's why I faced lots of that time problem, ma'am. I couldn't get a placement my college campus, man. Then I go for offline mode, ma'am. Then I go for offline, go to company, give interview. I have rejected more than, ma'am, 25 times, ma'am, due to only poor of my communication skill, ma'am. Then I realized first, because in this modern era, if you want to teach you something like, yeah, you want to upgrade your life, so you should have a good command over the communication skill. Otherwise, no one give the opportunity, ma'am. Because a person are judge your way of speaking, way of communication, way of expressing your thought, ma'am. That's why people judge. People don't judge your way of dressing sense, way of like any physical appearance, ma'am. Only judge for way of speaking, ma'am. If you have good communication skill, you can survive and anywhere, ma'am. That time so I was at Pune, ma'am. So that nowadays I am improving little bit. Nowadays I am learning this language, and day by day I am improving, ma'am.
Okay. So what do you do for enhance your speaking apart from this application?
Well, most of time, because I would like to tell you one thing, ma'am. To be honest, in morning time, I wake up early in the morning at 6 o'clock, ma'am. First of all, go for the freshen up. After freshen up, I go for the read, ma'am. I go for the reading session. These days, I prefer to read the my book, ma'am, because there are so many YouTubers, there are so many like language trainers saying if you want to enhance your communication, if you can polish your communication skill, you should start to read read some books, ma'am. Read like whatever according to your choice. You can choose a story book. You can choose
Right.
any author's
Yeah,
book. You
depends
can choose
person
any
to
novel.
person.
It depends on
Yeah.
person to person. These days, I am only prefer to read ma'am book. Right now, I'm prefer to Sudha Moti's ma'am book, ma'am. I'm prefer to ma'am. These days, and in morning time, I read one page, at least one page per day, ma'am. Because no, by reading, you can cover all aspect of learning this, ma'am. You can cover it like a listening, and not a listening. You can cover speaking as well as you can cover the listening, and you can cover the speaking, ma'am. So because most of the aspect of learning you can cover it by reading only, ma'am. But the condition that if you start to reading, but condition you should read in a loudly manner, because by, if you are speaking in loudly manner, you can reduce your mistake. You can correct your pronunciation mistakes. You can correct your. You also know idea how to frame the sentence, how to connect sentence. You also have the idea like you also know the connectors words, you connector words, how to when you connect any someone, how to connect, how to frame the sentence. So these days, because I know yeah, 2 days ago I was the Janvi Pawar, ma'am. Janvi Pawar, very famous Anari girl. They
Yeah.
have a different accent, ma'am. They are adapting different they were adapting different accent, ma'am. So that's what they are saying. If you want to improve communication skills, you should focus on reading section. Reading is very important. I am not saying speaking important, but you can make a balance between the four aspect of learning. If you give the proper action, you give the proper attention towards aspect of the four aspect of learning. You should give proper time listening, as well as give time for the reading also. You also give the time for listening, speaking also. But right now, no, most of time I've seen in this era, people are only give the more attention is speaking and listening, ma'am. They don't focus on writing section. They don't focus on the reading section, ma'am. So that is only. I think this is a. I think, ma'am, this is a drawback. Right now, people is most of people are saying I have been learning this language for since long time. They are saying I am learning this language for 2 years. Still, I have no guts to speak in good way. Because a person give me any random topic, then sometimes lack of information, I'm unable to spare the thought in front of anyone. Because they are saying, because I didn't maintain my consistency, I didn't maintain my continuity to learn this language. Because if you are learning this language, you should be consistent. You should be consistent and continuous to your journey. Otherwise, whatever you want to learn in your life, ma'am, first you should consider towards your dream, towards your duty. You can learn. There's a chance you can learn. Otherwise, there is no chance. It will take a lot of time, ma'am. It will take 2 years, 3 years to improve to learn something, ma'am. So that's why I'm saying to you, if you want anyone enhance your communication, so first it should be consistent towards learning, ma'am.
Yeah. Without
Definitely,
consistency,
she can learn.
yeah, I know that consistency is very important for learning anything. It's not only this language. If we want to learn anything,
Mm.
so consistency and practice both are very important. So, according to you, for learning, is reading books is very important. So,
Yeah,
which
ma'am.
part do you like most, according to you, listening, speaking, reading, and writing? So, do you focus reading? If you can read book in so you can boost your confidence, you can enhance your vocab, and you can speak fluency, and you can your accuracy will be good by reading book. So which type of book do you read?
Ma'am, only this now, but first I want to say something. First, you recognize yourself. First, I'm saying to you, first you change your level. First, you check your level. Which kind of level are you right now adapting? Right now, if you are beginner, you choose only storybook. You choose only like comics book. Because according to your level, if don't check your level, that times you choose only hard like any fiction, non-fiction book. That's why they in non-fiction and fiction book they are usually tough language. You are not unable to understand what is the particular meaning. If you have started reading section, in one page you find lots of advanced vocab. That times you don't understand what is the meaning of particular words, ma'am. It should take a time. It take a 2 hours, 3 hours, ma'am. That's
Yeah.
why that time you're feeling I'm wasting my time. I'm don't utilize my time. So that's why according to you, Devar, every person should choose the book, ma'am. Doubt I know if a person intermediate level, that's why you choose some fiction, non-fiction book, ma'am. If you are in like a middle level, you can choose only story book as well as comics book, ma'am. If you want to achieve, if you are consider yourself, I am advanced learner, advanced speaker, you should whatever you think you should listen some advanced podcast and you also listen some advanced book, ma'am. Because right now, according to level, the variety of book, like varieties books available in the market. According to you choose, ma'am. But right now, most of common people don't have idea which kind of books I have preferred to read in this level, in this level. So according to first you recognize yourself self in which level you are. According to level, you can choose book, ma'am. So that's my point.
Right. Okay, so it was nice conversation with you because yeah, we have talked a long time. So should we wrap up this session?